Hello and welcome back to more of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr with me, Idiotical Tamara. This episode is all about my thoughts on the season of Inferno and the Psyker as a whole, and also the build that I did. So the season of Inferno is not a bad first season. It's probably better than, say, Last Epoch's first season. Last Epoch's first season doesn't really have much going for it. It is literally just the standard game. There's like no challenges or anything like that. I'm someone that needs to have like a railroad type thing. I need a goal, and the objectives here are very good goals for me to deal with. And then when I'm done that, I'm like, I've done everything, so I don't want to do anything more. So I'm okay. Like, it's a decent first season. There are definitely things that I had a problem with. The forcing me to get 2,000 cortex fragments fucking sucked, and the forcing me to do all of the Warzone fucking sucked. But this is probably the first season that they introduced the Warzone, so it makes sense that they would put that in. And the cortex fragments were just stupid. Everything else was fine. Like, I don't mind anything else. Again, I disliked the Warzone thing, but that makes sense when they just added it into the game. So they kind of wanted to like encourage people to play the Warzone, and to encourage them, you kind of have to force them. So season of Inferno, as I said, not bad for a first season. I'm hoping the seasons get better. Like, I'm expecting the season of the Warp Surge to be a little bit better. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure if it is. I don't know what it does. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. Also, before I forget. So what are my thoughts on this character? It's fast. It's really, really, really fast. This build specifically is really fast, but the only reason why it's fast is because I'm using the Aether Blade. The Aether Blade is fast. Specifically for this Aether Strike ability, it has basically no cooldown, and it makes you go through the whole map. Especially when you do the warp thing. Especially when you do this plus this. Otherwise, I really enjoyed Shockwave, but the only reason I like Shockwave is because I like moving while killing things. I don't like to stand still and cast an ability. I'm pretty sure like Empyrean Hail would probably be stronger. There's definitely stronger builds, but I don't like standing still and doing things. But I can easily see that there's better abilities, and I would probably play a better ability another time, not right now. But yeah, I liked the fact that you could just walk and kill. Like, that's one of my kind of favorite builds. It's walking simulators are the builds that I like the most. Although there are some really good active abilities that I do enjoy. I think one of them was when I was on my assassin. It's the jump, spin, jump, spin, jump. I enjoyed that, and I don't mind the. It's enjoyable for me to play. Probably not enjoyable for some people to play, because again, it is basically just a walking simulator. There's no thought in this character. It's fairly strong. I could easily make it stronger. We didn't try to max it out. It could do plus 11s fairly easily. It took a while to do them. Longer than it would take me to do like plus zeros. Plus zeros took me like 10 seconds. 11 minute maps took me like 2 minutes. 2 to 3 minutes. Depending on how big the map was. I still enjoyed it. Is it my favourite build? When it comes to damage, yeah, it's probably the strongest build I've played. to date. Favorite? Probably not. I think my assassin I enjoyed more. The jumping, spinning is more of my style. And we'll see how other characters go. I actually did enjoy the Sister of Battle I played as well. So far I've enjoyed most of the builds in this game, like most of the classes in this game. I think the whole like heat thing for this character is interesting, because if you want to do the heat thing, you don't want to do the auras. So if you do auras, you're just always in imperiled mode. If you don't do auras, then you're probably never in imperiled mode. But yeah, I enjoyed this character. It's not my favorite character, but it's definitely my strongest character by a lot. And the season itself is not a bad start to the overall game when it comes to seasons. It gave me achievable goals that I could achieve within 10 weeks. And the reason why I say 10 weeks is because of this artificial 2000 cortex fragments creates a 10-week time period. You can only get 200 fragments at most per week. 2000 equals, like 2000 divided by 200 is 10. So an artificial 10 weeks. You could easily get that within a day. So that could be 10 days. But yeah, I think you could do the whole entire thing, all of this within the same length of time it takes you to get all of these cortex fragments. It's achievable. It doesn't force you to do anything other than that, because of mainly, again, because of this cortex fragment thing. Other leagues will force you to do other stuff, like this, and I think it's you. I think you don't force me to go anywhere. So the more of these I do, the more things I kill, the more judgment pulls I get, but also the higher this difficulty gets for my special mission. And that I actually really like, because then you're not forced into doing hunt missions over and over and over again. You're kind of encouraged to do things like purge missions or just void crusades in general, and I like that more. Anyway, as I said, we're done. I enjoy this game. Sometimes I do get bored of it, but I get bored of every single fucking game that I've ever played. And we will be back with the Tech Adept. I will be comparing the Tech Adept to this character and to my jumping and spinning character. The only two characters so far that I've gotten to level 100. Yeah. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all had fun, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have fun, people, and bye bye.